All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So I seen a post of Sugar Ray Leonard yesterday. Sugar Ray Leonard basically is requesting another restraining order on his son Daniel. He's saying, hey, he's a drug addict and a thief and a liar, and that he constantly steals. Sugar Ray is saying he's afraid for his life, and that he want him up out of the estate that he's in, that he's paying for. He wants him nowhere near his job, him and his wife. Basically, he's severing ties with him, maybe until he can get help, until he changes, but until those things happen or whatever it may be, maybe he's just writing them off. People have mixed feelings about things like that, right? But what I will say is, it's easy to talk when you don't know, or you've never been around certain situations. Hell, a lot of times, things that you have done at some point in life, they come back to haunt you. People may do more than what you did, but bottom line, they're doing the same things, or it's due to the same reasons. We all have family, and a lot of us have had or have drug addicts in your family. How people say, if it was me, I would do this and that, and you're not. Situations vary. Something that you feel right now, you might feel different at a different point in your life. But one thing I'll tell you is, you can't help everybody. You can't save everybody. Some people don't want to be helped. They're at a point in their life where whatever they do is just whatever they're doing, and you have to sever ties with them. There's people that I sever ties with to keep from hurting them physically, like losing my temper, and because I know what it's like to have somebody around you just steal for no reason. They just see something and it's like, ooh, I don't know why I need this, or why I want it, and I know I didn't pay for it. It doesn't belong to me, and this is family here, so I know it belongs to somebody in the family, but regardless, it's not mine. But I'll take it anyway. Everything: clothes, jewelry, weights, like exercise equipment, money, like everything, documentation, just steal things. And the mindset that people have, like wherever people start doing drugs or how, doesn't matter to me. The point is, once you have a problem and you become a problem, it's one of these things where people forget the root of it. They forget the beginning of it. And I know a lot of people, most people I know, it came from two different ways why they started even doing drugs. Three different ways. One, school. Oh, I'm on campus, I'm chilling, I ain't got mommy and daddy here in my ear, Two, parties. Right? And you can tie that into with school, because they go to these wild, crazy parties and they get introduced to drugs. Or it could just be, out partying somewhere, clubs here, wherever. But bottom line, running through the streets and they get introduced to drugs. Three, they meet somebody that does drugs that's like depressed, problematic people. They have things happening in life, and in their minds, that's the way to handle it. I got to get high. So those type of things happen. People don't think, it doesn't matter at that point, right? How it happened. It's just the fact, here you are. But a lot of times people applaud it. People were doing drugs with these people. Some people got clean, or some people just basically, they never did it, but they also never said, hey, you should leave that stuff alone, right? Now, it's not your fault that a person make up their mind they're going to do what they're going to do, but a lot of times, what you find, you're influenced the same way you can influence them to do something, you can influence them to not do something. But society is weak. Yesterday, man, I was sitting outside. We were in a restaurant. It was outside a restaurant. It was an outside area. And we're sitting outside, and it was a car park. I'm sitting at one of the tables, and it was a car park. A group of young black dudes, right? I don't know who the hell song is playing, but in the song, the guy's yelling out, something about I kill niggas, this and that, talking about I'm fucking your bitch, yada, 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 yada. Then he was talking about, I kill my brother if he snitch. And I'm just like, damn. This motherfucker just said he'll kill his own brother. Like, just listen at the shit that we listen to. Everything is violence, drugs. Because the very next song came on, they was talking about the same type of shit, but it's the mix of drugs. When I get high, I let them bullets fly. Some niggas gotta die. I'm just like, damn. And this is what I'm telling you. The mood, you know how, just say for example, and this is why people try to slide away from this when it comes to hip hop, and I'm not saying hip hop has anything to do with Daniel or whoever. It's some people, they just do what they do. But what I'm saying, influences a lot of times come in forms of things that we like, we enjoy. So music, comedy, whatever it may be, right? No different from Cat Williams telling you, man, you need to get some motherfucking weed in your life until you smoke some weed. I guarantee you get them lights, see them bills, and you like, damn, you smoke some weed, you look at them bills and be like, man, fuck them lights. Yeah, it sounds funny to people, but that's really how people go through life, not giving a fuck. Which is why you see people crossing the street. You see little kids crossing the street. Some car come flying down a 45-mile-per-hour street, doing about 90 miles per hour, not giving a fuck, yelling out the window, hollering, cursing at people like they're wrong because, hey, fuck that. I don't feel like stopping. Fuck pedestrians. Fuck a stop sign and cross lights. You know, but yeah, same thing, man. You hear it in your music. You see it in the movies, in the TV shows, even in the cartoons. Look at the new Good Times animation. Why is Michael a drug dealer? Was he a drug dealer on the show? No. Why is he a drug dealer? And a baby on top of that. So there's been no progression in the life of these people, which was one of the criticisms that the show had when it actually aired originally back in the day, because it's like, damn, I mean, they never, you call the show Good Times, and all he did was suffer. And every time they go through something, they go fall with that little fucking, little funny ass afro. Dear Lord, we got, all right, here you go again, Florida. Let James go out and shoot pool. Let James go out and do what he know how to do. You know, but end of the day, it's a sad thing because Daniel's one of many people who has issues. And I'm just sitting there listening, looking like, wow. And the thing is, they all singing along and hopping and fuck, I killed my own brother if he snitch. And I'm just like, wow. Just listen to the shit that turns people on. Yeah, I get high, let them bullets fly, some niggas gonna die. Like, yeah. We see this on the news and go, damn, that's fucked up. That's sad. What you think when you hear this in the music? That it's just words, they don't mean it though. What happens too when you know, like back in the day, I don't know if motherfuckers still do this shit. I know other people still do it. But when motherfuckers had sex back in the day, right? What do they call it? They called it mood music, right? So they turn on some music that I never gave a fuck about music. The only reason I had music on is to, you know, so people don't hear what the fuck is, you know what I mean? Because really all I need is you. That's it. All I need is the female there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing sexier than the sound of your voice. I don't give a fuck about no damn Luther Vandross or whatever the fuck you listening to, whatever. Yeah, so that's the only, I don't even if it was the TV up loud, whatever it was, you know, because you got people around you, whatever. But other than that, I'm just saying, they call everything mood music. It's no different. When you go to the gym, what you say, I need something, some energy in it, right? Who goes to the gym and listen to love songs, right? You need something with some tempo. Same thing. And it's so fucked up because people use hip-hop as that adrenaline rush. They use hip-hop as that, but for the wrong reasons, man. And this is exactly why you don't hear any positive music, because nobody gives a fuck. They don't care. They don't feel the need to make nothing positive. I make whatever I want to make. Fuck that. I'm talking about real life. That's all people talk about. So nothing in your life is good. Y'all got the good times mentality, because y'all talk like everything good because I'm paid, nigga. I got money, nigga. But all you rap about is pain and misery and murder, kill, right? So what's good? Oh, that's the payoff. I get money for talking about killing my people. I get money for talking about being a drug addict. I get money for talking about I don't give a fuck about nothing in life or nobody. So, yeah, I kill my own brother if he snitch. I'm just saying, man, this is a big issue. And there's influences in so many things. You know, Ray Leonard had a drug problem at one point in his life as well. Things do happen. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. Not because he's Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, because I don't see Sugar Ray Leonard no different than I see anybody else, you know, but just the fact that these are things that people go through in life, man. And you know what? It sucks and it stinks. Hopefully they, you know, the right situation, whatever needs to happen, hopefully that's what happens. But, you know, I really see that patterns happen, things happen, and people really don't understand. Like, how many people see these situations and learn from them and can actually grow from them? Instead, it's just a story or something to talk about. But this is real life, man. This is real life. And one thing I will tell you, if you go through things and you have people around you like that, and you know what you should do, but you don't want to hurt their feelings, hurt their feelings. I'm telling you right now, you accept them in your home, all types of things are going to go wrong, and the worst things will happen. Now, all the trouble and drama that you never had in your home is happening because you got a person in there that's just a magnet to it. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you guys now. Catch you guys on the next video.